Please remember, safety at work is our highest priority and should be yours.
Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect
This is
that
not a
rebuilding
scheduled break
happen
time.
so quickly?
The issue with the nanites is persistent. I don't see why I'm the only one that's bothered by this. Theoretically, they will hold for the mission parameters. Program determination only starts after 24 hours, by which time they should have completed their assignment. But this is a problem because somewhere in there is a variable we haven't accounted for. Now, I want to be on record that I protest in the strongest terms about the use of the current nanite profile for live use.
Jonah Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
Now, usually it's me bugging your office and trying to get a moment from your busy schedule. But today, you actually requested time with me.
That's right, and I appreciate you talking to me at such short notice.
No, thank you. You've obviously got something on your mind.
Yeah, and now I'm going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been viciously attacked by certain elements in the media. They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Honestly, it's hard to believe. Why would anybody want to do that?
Don, you know as well as I. We know what it's like out there. They'd sell their own mothers for a headline, and that's what it's about. Make no mistake, they don't have any altruistic intentions here. It's all about the money. Sensationalism sells. These allegations of skyfracking, that Project Resolve is responsible for the increase in disease and disabilities over the last few decades? Garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Sorry. It's hard to keep my calm. What have these people done for humanity? Have they sweated and bled like we have at Creo? No. The personal attacks, I don't care. They can honestly say what they like about me, but against those that work here at Creo and the people behind Project Resolve, that's where I draw the line. The world was dying. Did anyone else step up to the plate? Did anyone else raise their hand? I invested all I had in Creo and Project Resolve because I want to invest in the future of humanity.
Unfortunately, this story is all too common with the so-called press and left-wing media. They'd rather make up a story than follow the facts. But what about the people and the growing sentiment that we should be looking for another solution to Earth's problems?
The people? They will point their gaze to whichever way the wind blows. It's in our history. No matter how many times visionaries throughout the centuries have worked for the betterment of mankind, they've been demonized, roasted alive as heretics. There is no such thing as gratitude from the masses. You must work for the species and yourself, or not at all.
Thank you for your time. Always a pleasure to hear you speak.
I'm sorry if I got a little carried away, but I am passionate about my convictions.
I'd like to welcome back Jonah Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
Try and get a moment from your busy schedule. But today, I'd like to welcome back Jonah Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
But today, you actually requested time with me.
That's right. And I appreciate you at such short notice.
Bob, you got something wrong?
Yeah, and now I'm going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been by certain elements.
It's tough. They got it locked down tight. But I promised I'd get you something. It's not a lot, mind, but it's something. Utopia's a synthetic variant of Resolve. Hyper-aggressive with a nanite distribution system. They believe it's a one-shot solution, but they're being careless, rushing it through. Only Barrett is reviewing the test. There's no oversight at all. And there's something else. He's been distracted by a personal project. All I know is it involves some high-end cybernetics. He's been rounding up volunteers for months now.
I'd like to welcome back Jonah Goose, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
Now, usually it's me bugging your office and trying to get a moment from your busy schedule. But today, you actually requested time with me.
That's right, and I appreciate you talking to me at such short notice.
No, thank you. Obviously got something on your mind.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been viciously attacked by certain elements in the media. They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Anybody want to do that?
Don, you know as well as I. You know what they sell their own mothers for a headline, and that's what it's about. Make no mistake, they don't have any altruistic intentions here. It's all about the money. Sensationalism sells. These allegations of skyfracking, that Project Resolve is responsible for the increase in disease and disabilities over the last few decades? Garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Sorry. It's hard to keep my calm.
Followed some people to R&D, kept out of sight. I was too scared to get too close. They were blitzing anything that moved. They looked normal, but you just can't tell. Once I got to R&D, I could see why they were so angry. That's the first time I've peeked behind the curtain here at Creo. And I wish I hadn't. Resolve is a lie. That's now obvious. But it gets worse. They've got some weird Frankenstein cybernetics program going on here. It's just horrible. If the media ever got hold of this. There's a bunch of nanite research here too, and I'm not sure what that's about. And she's still bugging me to find the board, and this has made up my mind. They've got some explaining to do.
We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. Every passing day, every launch, project resolved, all process, manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. Our scientists labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation. Jonah Gutenberg no one we're trying to do. New discoveries, methods, allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all.
Could not be confirmed.
Log 1. Date unknown. Dr. Lawrence Murphy, beginning observation. They're inside me. I can feel them. I've already begun to notice the first changes. The skin on my right leg is burning and itching. The texture appears to be changing. There are small black dots underneath, swollen and hard. Necrosis. I could try to stop the process, remove the corrupted areas, but I believe it's already too late, and they're within my internal organs, mutating me at a cellular level.
no one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it. Whatever it takes, we will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions.
Now I see the real reason you're here. A purge. Is that their game? Dispose of me like Chavez? But I assure you, it's just growing pains. A little more time. But no, everything has to happen now. It must be perfect, or at least pretend to be. I won't let you destroy our only hope, just because it offends their delicate constitutions.
We will build. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, almost 2 centuries to make it this far.
Shouldn't you be at your designated